Hello, welcome to Maddie's Makes, a YouTube channel that takes care and deals with a lot of different makes. Today, we're straightening up the edges, or squaring up the edges on a baby quilt to get ready for binding. Here we are. It has been quilted with a standard machine with a walking foot. The front of the quilt. And what we're going to do is start with the corner, square up the corner, and then square up the old quilt. Make sure it's nice and flat and on a flat cutting surface. Let me adjust just so you can. Oh yeah, you can see what I'm doing now. It's awesome. This is easiest to do with a big square ruler and a long straight ruler. Just start in the corner and line up both sides, trying to max out your fabric. If you wanted the side strips a certain width and they stayed pretty true to width with the quilting, which sometimes quilting just will pull in sometimes a considerable amount, you can actually line up your seams, or you can just eyeball it and make your cuts. Always hold tight to your ruler while you make sure everything cut through. So we'll be able to pull that away. Awesome. So that can get pulled away. And that can get pulled away. And then we missed a little bit, so it's, there you go. Make sure you have a nice sharp blade. And now we have our first corner done. All right, we got things readjusted. And now let's cut the side. Now this quilt, the way I did the front, it's gonna look a little wonky anyway. This is a log cap and block that's done with ununiform strips. So I just used my scraps and did a scrappy look here, and then just butted them all together and used filler where I needed it. It's really fun to do. Right now, let's get the side cut. So we got this corner square. So I'm gonna line the ruler up with that cut edge for a few inches. Then I'm gonna look at this side on where we have our border strips here, and try to get that within like a 1/4 inch from the top of the ruler to the bottom of the ruler, and this ruler is 2 foot long. So, and I am really close. They're 1/8 of an inch difference. We're gonna call that good. Line side up. Push down. And it's all right if you do another little cut. And we'll just work our way down. All right. We are to another corner. Always remember to remove your hair from it, because long hair problems. I'm just gonna make sure you can see the bottom. Come here, camera. Bottom corner. There we are. And then we're gonna grab our square again. Always use your square on the corners. And then we'll just use our straight edge to line this cut edge up to what we're doing here. And I used really wide strips on two of the sides and narrow strips on the other two, trying to get this quilt the size I wanted it. So we are just gonna max out this. This is at a half. So push that out a little bit more to the half. And you don't need to have your top of the quilt all the way to the edge. If you're within 1/8 of an inch, you're gonna catch the fabric when you sew over it, when you put on your binding. So don't overly sweat on that one. This side, round, this side. Make sure they pull away freely. I'm just gonna grab this guy and line. Change my mind. Wanted more square inches here. So all the way over. Ooh. Corner there, corner there. Square it up. Get that out of your way. Flip it around. Then we have to find a nice fabric to put on the edges. So move it up a few inches so you can get a good line on it. Now it's 1/8 of an inch from the 3 there. And match it up down there. Some weird boogie in the middle, but this quilt is made to be loved on, dragged around the house, cuddled up in, used as a fort. You're not gonna really notice that the sides aren't 100% square. Nature to the wonkiness of the actual top. Use this again, square up bottom. And make sure these two corners are in the fabric. Mandatory, but do. So it's still 1/8 off of 3. And there it's almost a half off of 3. Let's see if I can move it up just a little bit. Perfect. Step around. Make sure it's free. Grab your 2 foot. Mark it up top. Mush it. Alright. Now, sides cut nice and square. Extra fabric away. Save your scraps for another project. Rotate the quilts. Flatten it all out. Cut nice if it's all folded up under itself. Again, long ruler, get a few inches up on it. Try to see, right now we're on just just over 5.5 on this end as well. Love this. Make sure the quilt is supported and it's not gonna go falling off. Definitely run a lint roller over this quilt when we're done. Flatten her all out. Okay, back with the square ruler. Pop it in the corner. Oh, I can line it up to the side this time. That looks good. Jeez, that looks good all the way around. That's running real good. Perfect. Grab the plate. It's all free. Free. One more time, rotating it around. Sorry about the shakiness. Okay. And that just leaves us this one strip on this side. I'm going to take in 2 parts. Just 1/8 off of 3. Make sure everything cut clean. Okay, position. Can't stress enough how important it is to have a sharp blade. You're cutting through 2 layers of fabric at a consistent with the batting plus seams. And line this back up. 1/8 inch off 3. 1/8 inch off 3. Squared. Rid of all this extra. Now we have a squared up quilt. Ready to be bound. Thank you all for joining me today. As always, like, subscribe, and I'll get another video created and on its way out to you. Thank y'all. Bye.